Now the warrior robots in disguise are in their own action-packed Transformer comic, on sale now from Marvel Comics.
Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special video showcase we're going to once again be returning to the Marvel UK Transformers comic. What we're going to do for the first couple of minutes or so is a very quick review, flicking from cover to cover, stopping at anything that's interesting like letters, pages, adverts and fact files. After that we'll come back to the beginning, I'll zoom in for you. You may need to use the pause button, but if you like to, you've got the opportunity to read the comic for yourselves. As you can see, we're up to issue 186. This originally came out on the 8th of October 1988 and it cost 35 pence. And as a child, I absolutely loved this comic. And the reason for this you're going to see in a second. So I'm going to try and, I suppose, gloss over all this into simple terms as I can, because there's about 3 or 4 stories going on at the same time. The main crux of it all is the Quintessons want to take over Cybertron for their home planet because theirs is about to be destroyed. So they've currently taken over Autobot City. Hot Rod is back to Hot Rod because he took the Matrix out of his chest to try and save RC, and they stole it. So we've got all this going on. Hot Rod is rescuing RC and they are trying to get to the roof of the building, as you can see there. In the meantime, the Quintessons are keeping an eye on everything else that's going on around and in the world, and I'll come to that in a second. But as you can see, the reason why Hot Rod and RC went to the roof was to get some reinforcements from Blaster's chest, which is of course some of his cassettes, and they do prove very useful. In the meantime, on Cybertron, funnily enough, Soundwave is there, where he's led the Decepticons into another ambush by the Quintessons, thinking it was the Autobots. Lucky enough for him, the Autobots from one of the moon bases, I think it was, have come to their rescue. And again, on another moon, Wreck-Gar and Wheelie, who managed to evade Quintesson capture, have got hold of this canister, which is one of the main reasons why the Quintessons are all after them. Anyway, back to why I think this is one of the best comics ever, because it's took to 1988, and as we're about to see in a second, Hot Rod's managed to make his way up, press a certain button, and as you can guess, he's managed to awaken Metroplex. And it was just so good to see him in a comic. You know, it took until 1988 and there he is, and obviously we wait till next week to find out what's happening. In the meantime, for the people who like to read the letters pages, if I say pause there, you've got the first one, pause, there's the second, there's the beginning. In fact, there you go, if I hold it there you can read the third one as well. For the rest of the magazine, we've got Visionaries, which again was very big at the time and is getting a bit bigger now as well. So there's a few pages of that. Then at the back, we've got a Combat Colin comic strip. I know people like to read this, so if I say pause, you can read that. We've got an advert for next week's, and then on the back, we've got an advert for some videos. So Action Force, which is of course G.I. Joe and the rest of the world. We've got Dark Awakening and Grimlock's New Brain. And looks like we've got a mix of them all on there. There we go. Right, if you'd like to read this for yourselves, I'd suggest just muting it in a second, because there may be some background noise which you don't want to hear. You may need to use the pause button, but here you go, you can read it for yourselves. Okay then, this concludes issue 186. Next issue in a couple of days. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.